Hey everybody, it's Garrett doing another budget pipe analysis, just a quick comparison. This one is hard to do a comparison on because it's for Mr. Brog and it doesn't have a whole lot of contemporary shapes, but the closest one in my racks happens to be a Savinelli and I'm going to compare it there. It is a Briar, although most of my Mr. Brogs are pearwood. Um, This is one of their Briars. It's also it's a 9 mil versus a 6 mil, which isn't exactly fair, but as some folks know, if you order directly from Savinelli or from someone in Europe, you can get 9 millimeter Savinellis all day long. So just keep that in mind for this comparison. But we'll go on to the onto the side-by-side analysis here. All right, so here we go. So here's my Savinelli 642. It's the Melee. You can see that generally they're a similar shape and bowl dimension. So that's the point of comparison here. These are both acrylic stems, although most of the Mr. Brog products that are pearwood or otherwise tend to have an ABS plastic stem. This is the number 82 console. See if we can get that in focus there. It's laser engraved. Whereas the Savinelli is stamped in their usual fashion. Now, Mr. Brog is Polish pipe, and this is a model you can get quite commonly on Amazon for about $55. This is 9 millimeter, and it is a very sharp finish. Very attractive looking band here, and it is 9 millimeter. It is drilled very well. Comes pre-bowl coated. This has been smoked, but only once or twice. It was a semi-recent acquisition. But I have a love affair for Mr. Brog, so to be clear, there's a little bit of bias here. Both of these smoke really well. Both of these have no problem for everyday use. But this was $130, and this was $55. I don't know about you, but most days I probably would choose the $55 pipe, all things being equal. They both smoke the same tobacco. I've got a little bit of a gap in the stem there, but once you press it down all the way, that gap isn't there. So I won't be able to get that one off one-handed. But these are a tremendous value. I'll show you some of my other Mr. Brogs on my rack right here. Got the Dwarf Poker. It's my first Mr. Brog right there. That's the old Army. This is a new acquisition. This is another poker. All three of these are pearwoods. This is the Dictator. It's a big old Oompal, my first Oompal. This is a bent billiard. I can't remember the name of that one, but I do like my Mr. Brogs. This is the Clay that was recommended by Stovepipe by Donnie. Mr. Brog stamped right in there. That thing is really unique as far as clays go, and I'm excited to give that thing a smoke coming up. But back to this guy. So there's straight versions and bent versions that come across Amazon all day. Or if you want more selection for pretty much the same price, you can go to Mr. Brog's Polish shop, and it does translate into English, not cleanly, but pretty well. And you can order from there. You can pay with PayPal, and they will ship it to your door. My last shipment from them took about, I think, 10 days to get from Poland to my mailbox. So that is considerably faster than the Chinese pipe, a little bit slower than the Belandis, but different shipping services, different incentives offered to sellers equal different outcomes. But yeah, we'll get on to the slideshow here in a second, but one more one more disclaimer like I made in the Belandis video. If politics, geopolitics, or whatever are coming into play for you in choosing your pipe, don't hesitate to get a Polish pipe. Some of the stylings may not be to your liking and what you're seeing, but like I said, if you go to their Polish website for Mr. Brog, which I will try to remember to put in the description, you guys you're going to be met with a whole bunch of really great options, really great styles, and some accessories that you don't necessarily get here. Like this little pipe lighter. The brand is actually cool. It's just a 90 degree, but it's the same form factor as a Bic and is refillable. This one I had to adjust for altitude, and it does not like the altitude. But it does, might be out. I just used it on a trip. Come on. There we go. It works just fine. But you guys will find some great things there. Mr. Brog makes some fantastic pipes and has a great history in Poland. Is a giant supporter of pipe-related activities in Poland. If nothing else, start looking them up just for the chagrins of what they've put together. They do great work. But now on to the actual slideshow.